Cook trying this one up the gut. And they bring him down around the 34. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down throw for Allen. Forced out to his right. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Second and 3 now. From the 27. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Allen now on first down. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They got a handful on the play. Now need a handful more. 5 yards on second and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they'll be left with third and goal. Running back sent in motion. Third and goal for Allen. He's on the move. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play, breaking the pocket. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bass now to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the ground game here. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down. Another run for Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Dak Prescott, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Falcons with an important win as they get their mark back to 2-2. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a second straight doubleheader. Titans-Dolphins at 7:30, followed by the Seahawks and Lions at 8:15. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Bass now to kick this away. Deontay Hardy to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. First throw for the backup now. Brought in close to the 8. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Running out of the gun with Davis. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just 1 yard, and the goal line stand continues. That brings up 4th and goal. Amendola able to put it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Defense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. Jukes one defender, and he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st down, and they go back to Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Changing it up here, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Flying down the middle with Henry. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Play fake, Jackson. Flush down out to his left. He's running for it. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes again. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Lamar now from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Blitz coming here, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Escapes out to the left. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Buying some time right. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal